right, welcome into Pit to Podium. This is U92's award-winning F1 podcast. It's episode 24 on this show. If you listen to every single episode, thank you. Thank you so much for listening. We're glad you're here. My name is Andrew. I'm with AJ, Cece, and Blake. Guys, Singapore just happened in this past weekend. It's Tuesday. It's October. Do the weather. I'm getting there, AJ. All right.
Let him cook.
It's a few days before fall break. It is the 7th, and everyone gets out on the 8th and the 9th. I unfortunately will not be going home. I will not be seeing my family because I have to work with the West Virginia Black Bears again. Doing some promotional stuff out there.
Draft League winners, by the way.
Draft League champions. That's right. And I'm wearing a Black Bear shirt. Not intentional, by the way. But yeah, it's Tuesday, the 7th of October, and if I can get my weather app up, it is 67 degrees right now at 7:05. Not okay.
No
yeah,
6-7 intended, by the way.
No 6-7 intended, but it was there. I had to read it. I have to report the weather here on F1 Podcast U92. It's 7:06 p.m. now.
Had some
Tuesday.
rain throughout most of the day.
It's been raining all day basically, and oh my, I didn't even see this on the map. Did you see the size of this storm that's going through? Good Lord,
Sheesh.
it's going from
break.
it's pretty much going through the whole, pretty much the entire state of West Virginia. So it's gone from hurricane to pretty much State College, honestly.
Give me a break.
Oh, great! So I'm gonna have rain when I go up to Pittsburgh.
You're going to Pittsburgh?
Back home.
That's where I live.
Oh, that's right.
Back home.
Yeah.
I'm going home Wednesday. I'm recording sports. Wednesday, I'm gonna be on Sports Night and then driving 90 minutes up north to Pittsburgh to my house.
Yeah, must be nice.
I'm driving 5 minutes from my dorm to my house.
Yeah, it must be nice having a short drive. You know how long my drive is from here to Maryland?
Maryland.
Yeah.
Like what? 3 hours?
4 hours sometimes.
Wow.
Womp womp.
Okay.
If I go through Baltimore, it's
want a
sometimes
cookie?
5. I would love a cookie right now. I have not eaten in a long time. Anyways, here we go. Everything else aside, Black Bears and Draft League championships aside, it's another episode here on Pit to Podium, and Singapore was just a few short days ago. If anyone is wondering about the championship points right now, I had to change nothing, considering that no one here. We all sucked.
Missed.
Yeah.
We all missed the mark because it was Mr. George Russell to get it was George Russell to get the win in Singapore. Let me bring up the race results, and then I can. Oh, okay. Beautiful. I pull up the F1 website, and I have an error has recurred.
Nice.
So I'm going to click here to retry, and all right, we're not going to do it on my laptop. We're going to go here on the big handy dandy thing here.
Have them if you want them.
Well, I can just pull it up on Google Chrome here on the big monitor.
Here, can I provide a little bit of a fun fact for us?
Sure.
At the beginning of the broadcast, they said that before 11 of the 15 races that beforehand at Singapore, the pole sitter had won. So now it's 12 of 16. The person that has been on pole has won the race.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was George that got the pole correct. Yeah. So none of us got that correct because last week I had to pull this up on my notes app because I actually had a plan.
Brewer redeemed himself from 2023.
Yeah, it was Blake had Oscar, Cece had Lando, and so did AJ, and I had Max, and it was George Russell to kind of
surprise
jump scare. And then the podium for Blake, it was Lando, George, and then Oscar. For Cece, it was Oscar, Lando, Max. AJ, it was Lando, Oscar, Lewis. And then for me, it was Max Verstappen, George Russell, and Yuki Tsunoda. All of us were wrong. And then the side parlays, Blake had one Racing Bulls in the top 10. We're going to get to a rule change here momentarily. And Cece, like clockwork, has Lance Stroll in the top 10.
We'll get him next time.
Did not happen.
You're bashing your head against a wall and praying that eventually Lance Stroll will get a top 10.
We'll get him next time, bro. Yep.
Mission
Where are we at next?
We'll get him next time.
We're at Coda next.
AJ had Alex Albon top 10. Did not happen. And me, I had Fernando Alonso in P11. It was Isaac Hadjar.
Didn't happen.
No, did not. He placed worse than P11, and we'll figure that out here momentarily.
My side bet almost hit. Because
Yeah, but it didn't.
Yeah, but it didn't. And
speaking of,
Oh,
we should
clog
get
it.
into this rule change.
no,
Andy.
I'm gonna go through the
results.
the results. Thank you. It's late. Okay, I've been up for a while.
7
so-
o'clock, by the way.
Yeah.
We sat waiting for this podcast
Yes,
studio open
yes,
for
it
45
was-
minutes
yeah,
because of
it was,
scheduling
I think it
conflict.
was longer
Yeah,
than
we
45.
had. So it was 2 podcasts before us. It was Stirring the Pot first, shout out, and then
Shout out.
Beyond the Boot,
Shout out.
which was before that, shout out. And then we are now here at 7:10 p.m. On Tuesday, the 7th of October, 2025.
You want to give us the weather again?
2025.
It's raining. There you go.
67 degrees.
67 degrees. Anyway,
Whoa.
so here we go. Here's the results. We'll get to the rule change when we actually do our picks later on.
There's not a race this weekend.
There is not a race this weekend, so we're gonna find a way to. Actually, we're gonna talk about a few breaking news stories, which will try to fill in some time. So here we go. George Russell P1, as we've said. Max Verstappen P2. Then Lando Norris. I almost said Lance Norris.
Shout out, Lance.
Shout out
Shout
Lance
out.
You
Norris.
want it to
Lance-
happen.
We want it to happen, please.
Yeah.
And then Oscar Piastri in P4. A.K. Antonelli for some according
whoa.
It's because it's his
according to Google Chrome is
Well, it's 'cause
Kimi
it-
Antonelli. It's,
his-
it's probably his full name is like,
Andrea Kimi Antonelli.
Andrea.
all right, yeah. So it's Kimi Antonelli went P5. Charles Leclerc went P6. Fernando Alonso actually did not do too bad. I thought he went worse. I was thinking of Lance
No.
Stroll. Fernando Alonso P7. Yeah, baby. Only
He
80
finished-
seconds behind George Russell. That's great.
He finished 8th, but Lewis Hamilton had a 5-second penalty because his brakes decided to die.
Undeserved.
So he had
That's
to
great.
keep cutting corners, and
That's
the FIA
great.
said, "I'm gonna not let that happen."
So I retract my statement earlier. I was thinking of Lance Stroll, and
Catching strays out here, bro.
I know. I somehow don't know wheel, and I'm the host of this podcast.
Good
Here we go.
grief.
I almost said Lance Hamilton. I can't
He's on
get
the brain.
He
I
wants
can't
him to
get
be the
this
GOAT.
Canadian off my mind.
you
He
can't
wants him to
manifest
be the
it.
goat that bad.
All right, here we go.
It won't
So,
happen.
I almost said Fernando Hamilton now.
my
Lewis
God.
Hamilton went P8. Oliver Behrman went P9. Carlos Sainz went P10. Isaac Hadjar 11th. Yuki Tsunoda P12. Rip. And then Lance Stroll went P13. Alex Albon P14. Liam Lawson. Franco Calapinto. Gabriel Bortoretto. Try to say that 10 times fast.
Bortoletto.
Bortoletto. Try saying that, like I said.
Bortoletto.
Esteban Ocon went P8. His French ally went P19.
ally.
And
They're far from allies.
well, I should say countryman, not ally.
Yeah.
Former teammate.
Former teammate, former allies.
Former friend.
How about that? Former friend, yeah. Pierre Gasly went P19, and then Nico Hülkenberg went P20, who had not the greatest of races. Nico Hülkenberg didn't, and
Nay.
he kind of well,
Nana.
he kind of whipped his car back.
He whipped it.
And I don't remember what the lap was. I just know that I was watching the highlights and he went. He must have locked up and like spun out.
I believe
and
that's what happened. Yeah.
pretty much went out into the runoff area and
He threw it back.
Yeah,
Yep.
basically.
They literally said, didn't they say it like throw it back or something like that on the broadcast?
Pretty much.
Which one?
The broadcast.
Well,
the
there's the-
race.
on the
Like,
broadcast?
I mean,
don't
like,
know.
I'm just saying
I
that
think
because
the
like,
F1 TV
there's
one.
different casters because like the F1.
the F1 TV
You mean
one.
you mean what like broadcaster?
Yeah, commentary.
I
That's
don't
that,
know.
that's different than
Commentator.
saying what broadcast.
That's close
the
enough.
F1 TV broadcast. Whoever's on that one.
David Croft.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
Crofty.
I think there's only
Crofty.
one broadcast. It's
No,
there's
David
two.
No,
Croft.
there's two. There's
There's
like
two.
the ESPN
If you
one,
watch the
and then
highlights,
Right,
the
but-
F1
different
TV
people.
one.
Yeah.
Right, but it's the ESPN does the Sky Sports because ESPN now owns Sky Sports. So
Yeah,
it's
No,
gonna
F1
be
TV
David
is
Croft.
the only
I didn't
different
know
one.
No, wait.
Yeah,
I'm
F1
pretty
TV is
sure
different.
Fox owns Sky Sports.
You might be right.
Same thing.
I just know that
Because I remember seeing Rupert Murdoch.
Sky
owned-
Sports and TV in America is the same thing, and then F1 TV I think.
all
has
I know
different
is
ones.
Sky Sports is not good.
Block it.
From what I've heard, it is absolute booty cheeks over there in the England in that area.
All right,
Anyways.
according to
All I
Wick,
remember from watching like a Sky Sports broadcast was whenever they like interrupted halfway through and they're like, "Don't forget to buy your Sky Sports TV remote." And they're like,
Press the red
"Press
button."
Press the red button on
if
your
you are-
TV
you
remote.
are
Your
a
Sky
Sky-
Sports,
subscriber.
Sky Q, Sky Plus.
Yeah.
Also, according to Wikipedia, Sky Sports is owned by Sky Group, which is a division of
Okay.
Comcast.
Oh, okay. So I was wrong.
Okay.
So
Whatever.
I was wrong too.
I don't lie. I just miss.
But they're also
I just misinformed.
My bad. My
We
bad. That's
spread
on me.
misinformation on
we're all
this podcast.
we're all misinformation.
Yeah.
And we're journalists.
Yeah.
Anyways,
all of us are journalism
Okay, they
students, by
were
the way.
owned by News Corp, aka Rupert Murdoch, from like 1990 until 2013. Then 21st Century
reference.
Fox from 2013 to 2018, and then
I mean, 20th
Comcast.
Century Fox.
21st Century Fox.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
But they didn't own it only owned like 39.14%, and then Comcast acquired the whole thing in 2018.
Cece, you look like you're having a good time. Have you said anything in the show?
A little bit.
You said
I said catching.
yeah. You said
about
catching strays,
Oh,
and then we
okay.
both looked at each other and did the whip and nay nay. So like,
Yeah, I said that.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I missed that.
Cece's gonna just fall asleep.
yeah.
I'm
Dude,
ready for it.
Dude, I am too. So we're gonna try to
Yeah.
to look over a few stories that happened during Singapore.
How
I
about
think,
lap 1?
what about lap 1?
Oh.
Tell us, Blake.
McLaren.
At the start of the race, we had a fun little bout between.
Bout.
Yeah, we had a round 1 fight
Yeah.
between Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, because Lando Norris tried to go for a gap that did exist and
Yeah.
did not turn in far enough into
Yeah.
the turn,
Don't care.
and banged into Oscar Piastri, which damaged
care.
Lando's front end plate or side.
And then he still got on the podium with a damaged front plate.
yeah, because
My goat.
McLaren swapped
Don't
the
care.
Because everybody else sucks.
Don't care.
McLaren
Okay.
swapped the positions, so it
And
wasn't
then Oscar
really.
was like begging for the place back.
And then he cut the radio off when Zach Brown was like, "Yeah, this
As
is."
he should.
Speaking of which, we should mention that our new constructors champion,
I was gonna. I was,
We were gonna get
I was
there.
gonna bring that up right after.
technically and still,
WWW.
I'm gonna insert some wrestling terminology here, and still your 2025
Wrestling
F1
terminology.
constructors champions,
Bro moment.
McLaren, Mercedes.
Wrestling terminology. Bro moment.
Wrestling.
Shout
terminology.
out Beyond the Mat.
Bro moment.
Here is
Just-
your winner.
F1 podcast, by the way.
And still.
F1 podcast, by the way.
We're good. Okay.
By the way, for the record, the first lap incident was on Lando. He
Oh,
could have.
well, yeah.
Don't
he,
care.
He came out and like.
He what?
And tried what? My bad. My bad. My bad. Oh.
Home.
I think we've
Huh?
actually referenced that before on
You're
like
being
on the show.
intentionally dense.
Oh. Dude, House is such a great show.
I love Cece does it so well. No, you gotta do it again. You lock in and do it again. You're like, oh.
I can't do it when
Holy.
I'm laughing.
Holy. Okay. Shout out House. It's a great show. My dad loves it. Shout out John.
I love
Hartwell.
House.
House is such a great show.
It is a great
Unironically, like
show.
genuine like comedy gold.
Huh?
Definitely take a look into House. Great show, by the way. If my dad's listening, hi dad. Great show. He loves it. Shout out John Hartlove. Great show. Great dad. Best dad in the world. Here we go. So, let's talk about the constructors champion. Now
and still.
the constructors champion, McLaren.
W.
So yeah, they secured the constructors championship in Singapore. What was the scores?
It's
it was like
pretty
it was like 636
To 200.
something. It was like to 200. It was
Standby.
it was a massive margin. And from I think it was like by like 200 to 300. I
Oh,
think.
it's 325.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a
McLaren at-
massive.
McLaren's at 650. Mercedes is at 325.
Yeah.
Good grade.
No, it was. I think they genuinely doubled their points.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, they genuinely doubled their points.
Love it.
Last year, hold on, let me see. Last year's. Last year McLaren had 666.
And
that's-
is that at the end of the season?
Yes.
There's still like 6 races
and
left.
Ferrari had
6 or
652.
7 races left.
I know.
Yeah, so McLaren's gonna absolutely
W.
walk the floor with everyone in the constructors
My
championship.
goats.
Well, I mean, they already did because they won it.
Yeah.
They already have and will
Hit him
continue
again
to.
for me.
Hit him again for me.
Well, I mean, but anyways, so basically, McLaren wins. Whoop-de-doo.
You know who else can hit him again for me?
What's that?
Lewis Hamilton can hit Fernando Alonso again for me. Get him again for me,
Yeah,
Gramps.
I heard.
Gramps on Gramps crime.
Unc
That's my
Jella.
favorite.
This is Unk on
Yeah.
Unk.
Unk on Unk crime, bro.
Yeah, I
Two
know.
old people fighting.
Yes.
You ever
Fernando
see,
Alonso
you ever
went
see
through it, man.
the Family Guy clip of like it was Herbert the pervert and like the German soldier. I don't want to say the other word because everyone.
1930s German.
Holy moly! Okay.
This clip I'm not familiar with.
So basically, it was two really old guys, two World War II vets, and they're like fighting each other in the modern day, and they're like throwing punches at like 2 miles an hour. It's like they're throwing like their arm like extremely slowly, and they have to like take pills like halfway through the fight. Yeah, so not it's unk on unk crime. So here we go. So let's talk about the world championships. Right. As of right now, let's look at the drivers' scores because Max Verstappen outperformed both McLarens. So technically speaking, he's still in the running for world championship.
Don't care.
I mean, look, here's the standings right now. So it's still Oscar Piastri in first place with 336 points. Lando Norris in P2 with 314 points. And Max Verstappen is slowly closing in with 273 points. Now, that may not be as big of a change or like big of a gap between the two, like the McLarens and then Max Verstappen, but if Max keeps outperforming, he's gonna keep stepping up.
Yeah.
And if he can keep getting podiums and if he can sneak out some wins, right now the constructors is out of the question. Right now, that's already in McLaren's hands. You don't have to worry about Yuki Tsunoda. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about Yuki Tsunoda right now. I love Yuki Tsunoda, but right now for Max, he doesn't have to worry about him. Right now, if he, like I said, if he can sneak out a few wins, he can. I don't know. I'm not gonna say Max Verstappen like revenge tour right now, but if he can come out with a win here, I would really like if Max Verstappen won this year.
I wouldn't.
Because I mean,
we don't want 5 in a row, man.
No, but the thing is, this year it's a lot more interesting. If he can come back, it'd be different if he was
out. It would be a different story.
It would be interesting, but still, I don't want to see. I want to see something new.
I think it would be a different story if everyone was like, if he was outperforming everybody, if he was killing everybody, if he had like 600 points by like Singapore, that would have been boring right now. But right now, we have had the closest title fight that we've had in a long time, and I'm here for it. Yeah. Honestly, he's in the same position as he was in 2021. And that wasn't some shade.
Not.
That wasn't some shade.
The same.
No,
he was in the lead at this point in 2021.
That's true.
Oh,
right,
he was in the lead. They tied in Saudi
Arabia. They tied. Okay.
Yeah.
Regardless, he's coming back slowly, but I feel like he's on really thin ice right now. I think if both McLarens outperform him in like 2 more races, I think that'll be the end of Max Verstappen's year, and then and then it'll be a title fight between both McLarens. But still,
need it.
It's definitely some interesting times here in Formula One.
I got a hot take. If Verstappen somehow wins this championship, people will devalue it and basically be like, "Oh, the McLarens just sabotaged themselves. They fought so much that Verstappen came back." Like they won't see it as like him actually like.
I feel like it's
being
gonna be the opposite.
that good.
I mean,
well, he's not gonna win, so it doesn't matter.
True, but I feel like people are gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
In the hypothetical situation where Max Verstappen comes back, I'd honestly watch that race because
it would be entertaining.
It would be really entertaining, and I would. It's
as long as there's no cheating.
The problem. Here's the problem. If Verstappen comes back, that means that there's got to be so much stuff going on between the two McLarens where either Andrea Stella picks one or the other. Like he picks Lando Norris to get more points.
I mean, we already know who they
and
have
Piastri, because we know that Lando Norris is probably the number 1 driver in terms of McLaren's eyes. So something could happen
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Something could happen where Norris gets prioritized over Piastri, and Verstappen's there to capitalize. So if McLaren underperforms, that could lead to a point where the gap between Piastri and Norris closes, and then a gap between Max and the McLarens closes at a faster rate.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not out of the question.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's
Max
lower
because 4 points.
I mean, McLaren hasn't won a race since
63 to tie, 64 to win, and then Max would need, if neither McLaren scored any points, Max would need 64 more points to win. And then if
what is it, 25 for a
and what that's what
Lando is 23 points to
that's
win.
what
if Oscar doesn't
two
score.
race wins and
standby.
I can't do that addition in my head. I'm not
because
gonna lie to you.
it's 25 points for a win, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's I mean 64 points can be made up in 2 races.
In a race
Two-
win,
two-
in a race win, and a
Three.
P2.
It's like 3 race.
Yeah.
It's
You would
two
need
two
two
race
wins
wins
and a third place.
and a
to
third
win.
place.
Yeah.
So it's not out of the question,
It's
really.
not out of the question.
But that is only if McLaren doesn't score any
Exactly.
points whatsoever.
Right.
So
and
right now there's
Lando's
4
not going
races
to.
left.
Girl.
like it's still an interesting question of where the McLarens are going to finish. Like it's not like they're underperforming. Like they placed decently in Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
There's
But
6 races left, by the way.
there's
It's-
6 races left.
It's COTA, Interlagos, or not. It's COTA, Mexico, Interlagos, Las Vegas, Qatar, Abu Dhabi.
I feel like if there is one race that both McLarens finish below P5, like none of them are in P5, like the highest that they do is P6, and the other one is maybe not even in the top 10,
It's
or
Vegas.
like it's probably going to be Vegas.
Don't bring that up.
What's wrong with Vegas?
The longest back straight.
Yeah, that Lando crash. I can't even remember what year it was.
Are we
Okay, if we're gonna talk about,
he was high on those drugs. He came back and everybody was like, "Are you okay?" He was like, "Yeah."
Oh, because of the
if we're gonna be making shade at Vegas, then we should talk about how Carlos Sainz got completely effed over by the ineptitude of the track.
a manhole cover.
Yeah, and then they couldn't fix the car because of Parc
Yeah.
Ferme rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean
Well-
Vegas is a very I would say a very controversial race
Yeah.
because
I also feel like it's still relatively new.
Yeah.
I honestly
yeah.
feel like
Thirty
they left the pothole cover obviously because it's a street circuit, and then they just didn't think to do anything about it, and nothing had happened
Oh
yet
my
because
God.
it's new, and
Here's
so they
the
were
thing.
like, "No way!"
a pothole could do
No
detrimental
way.
damage to a Formula 1 car
No
going
way.
over 200 miles an hour. That's crazy. No,
Okay, I got a quick hot take, and then we come back to this discussion on the
Okay.
title. I like Vegas more than Saudi Arabia as a track.
So do I.
Yeah, it's not ridiculous. It's
I
not
don't really
ridiculous to say
care.
that.
like Saudi Arabia is fine, but
you can't pass.
Not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous to say
You
that.
barely
pass
can
at Monaco either.
Yeah, true fact.
I mean, you can't
Truth
pass
nuke.
in Monaco either because it's so
I mean, the difference is
narrow.
that Saudi,
Truth
they
nuke.
basically could have made the track wider, but then they just didn't.
I mean, if it tells you anything, I like Bahrain more than I do Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Bahrain's a good
That-
track.
You cooked with that.
Bahrain's not. I mean, I think the only thing that I don't like about Bahrain is that really cancer
Oh, yeah.
like paper hairpin
They
turn.
should go to the Sakir Grand Prix layout.
like don't get me wrong, I like Saudi Arabia, but I mean, like
What, are we sports washing now?
I think right now,
How much did they pay you?
huh?
How much dirty oil money did they give you to say
I'm
that you like
probably-
Saudi Arabia?
No, they should be paying me because I'm giving them free advertising.
Huh?
I don't know.
They should
know.
be giving you a ton of money
Hello,
like they
Dubai.
gave all those comedians. You know?
Dubai.
Anyway,
don't-
Goodbye,
don't-
Sakir. Hello, Bahrain.
we don't want to bring any politics into this, so we're not going
That's
to.
fair.
So,
That's as far as we'll get.
yeah. So basically, Max
It's-
Verstappen, if he can outperform the McLarens,
It's possible, but a long shot.
I wouldn't even call it a long shot. I would say it's a medium shot right now. It's not like it's out of the question, really. It's just
If the cards fall in the right direction.
right. And I don't want to say McLaren is underperforming because they're not. Because like I said, in Singapore they were what P5, P4, P3.
Yeah.
So one of them was on the podium. So it's not like they're underperforming.
I mean, it's
But-
also like the track type because
I
we've
mean,
discussed
true.
like Azerbaijan and Monaco, or not Monaco, Monza.
Yeah.
Like they're not the best for the McLarens. So when we get back to a track that might suit them more, like for example, Interlagos or COTA, or even Qatar, maybe things change up. But we'll see.
I mean, possibly, but I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. If you're Max Verstappen right now, you're looking at the win right now. You're definitely not going to settle for like second or third place because right now it's in striking distance. You can still win this world championship. What does Max Verstappen need to do? What does he need to focus on to try to overtake these McLarens in both a literal and figurative standpoint?
Can I make a joke first?
Sure.
go back to running people off the track like he used to. Okay, anyways.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
They're driving on.
He beat Lewis and like.
Go back to
and
his
then
running people off the track
says,
days.
They're driving.
And then go back to running people off the track and then blaming them for not being. For
they're
being in the
moving
wrong
under
place at the
braking.
wrong time.
Lando does that. George does that.
Gorg.
Anyways.
Rubs with Grug.
AJ, what does Max need to do?
I don't know. Just be mean. Go back to his mean days and just not take no for an answer and start yelling at everybody. But he's been doing that. Literally this race.
So change nothing.
Yeah, change nothing.
He needs to pretend like every driver's Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, and then he'll get it easily.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the AJ or AJ, not Cece. It's late. Give me a break. Cece,
what's Cece's last name?
Elliot.
There we go.
Hooray.
We're moving up in the world.
We figured it out.
What does Max need to do in the next few races?
Pretend like everybody's Lewis Hamilton.
I guess that's fair. Blake?
I'm kind of just going to be like, he just got to take no prisoners. You just got to go out and basically be like,
literally in Singapore,
BS.
he was
Just be like, force everyone off the track and then
his...
say like he pushed me out there, like I had the corner,
yeah.
all that.
Literally
just
change nothing.
Be as much of
be
a
himself.
Be as much of a jerk as possible.
Be himself.
He needs Jos Verstappen to be there and send him
maybe
to a
not,
gas
actually.
station. Actually, probably.
Maybe not. Let's not make a joke about that. Actually,
maybe not.
Yeah, let's not. Let's stray away from the Jos for Jack.
Jos
Whoa.
What?
Okay.
Here, let me say this:
the Jos Verstappen jokes.
There you go.
How about we need to have him start complaining again?
Yeah. Girl, he's been complaining.
He needs to be like
literally in Singapore. It was in the race in 30. He was yelling at GP saying the car was undrivable. And then what did he do? Put it in P2. Like, which one is it, dog?
To make a football reference, he needs to be like Odell Beckham Sr.
by the way.
Posting videos on Twitter about how his son was not getting any passes from Baker Mayfield. He needs to just be like all out, just being like, Red Bull's doing their job so terribly. Even with Christian Horner gone, they are so bad and they can't do strategy, blah, 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 blah. You just got to complain.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
He needs to continue to complain and do it.
He just needs to win races.
Yeah, that's
Is that the answer that you were looking for?
Honestly, kind of.
Also,
he just needs to outperform. I don't know. But yeah, let's. So we're not gonna like do a deep dive into the U.S. Grand Prix, but this is one of my favorite Grand Prix.
True.
Yeah.
With the sprint race this week.
Not next week. It'd be next week. This is a sprint week. It's gonna be
I still don't mess with sprints.
Yeah, I mean
the format's terrible, man.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you know what? Let's take a few minutes. We're gonna talk about sprint weekends and why they're dumb. So practice. So this is how mainly the sprint weekend will work out. It's practice and the sprint qualifying on the Friday, and then Saturday is going to be the sprint race, and then qualifying for the race on Sunday, and then like I just said, the race is on Sunday. So
it's a sprint and then qualifying on Saturday.
Yes. The reason why they put in the sprint race was because they wanted more, people to watch a shorter race, because these races on Sunday can be upwards of like 2 to 2.5 hours.
Which is dumb.
Which is,
or longer.
Sometimes they can be longer depending upon the track.
Yeah. But that's like a dumb reasoning.
Right. They wanted the race where they didn't want any pit stops. They didn't want any other like things. This thing says it's going to be done in 30 minutes.
Yeah, they usually are.
Which they usually are. It's usually like
they have lap times,
laps.
but usually it's like they go off of how long the race is.
Yeah,
like they have like lap numbers, but usually they just end it at 30.
It's usually like okay. The only thing that the sprint race has over the actual race is the overall time.
Yeah, that's it.
Because it's a difference. Excuse me, sorry. It's a difference of like an hour and a half. Of
the FIA is trying to get all
the
Gen Z people to stop watching AI slop for an hour.
Hey,
they just need to put Subway Surfers in the bottom right hand corner.
Jeez.
Put Subway Surfers in the bottom right hand corner. Sora AI slop in the top left, or actually, that would be blocking the banner. So put Sora AI slop in the top right.
Not Sora. Good grief.
That's what the kids watch these days.
Dumb.
I don't even know what that is.
It's dumb. It's like an AI video making thing. It's dumb.
Yes,
it's an app.
very bad.
Yeah. Anyways,
it's
I think
by
it's dumb,
ChatGPT,
and they don't like their whole thing of like young people won't watch a long race. I think they just need to do things with the races. Like we don't watch long races because they're boring. which like understandable. Like I don't really know. I don't have any ideas, so I guess I'm just talking. At
It's
my
almost
butt,
like
but,
the cars are too big.
Exactly.
Like
See, you get me.
like it was. So is in actuality there was this really good move that I think was Oliver Behrman made on Alex Albon during Singapore.
They didn't show it.
And they had to go to a replay for it, but
yeah, because they were showing like the wife of one of the drivers or girlfriend.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think I saw it. I think it happened like multiple times because Sainz like moved up a couple of spots and then
Can I explain the
show
move
that.
that Oliver
I'm
Behrman was
ready
going to
for
take?
that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I don't remember which turn it was. It's a short chicane, so you don't really have to let up. You can just sort of go through it, but you still have to like have some sort of like change in speed. But Oliver Behrman absolutely dives on the inside on Alex Albon and overtakes him like that. It was the most gorgeous pass I've ever seen.
It was fantastic.
It was up there. Like I think that's one of the better passes I've seen up there when Fernando Alonso overtook Michael Schumacher.
Yeah.
In that one race, I think it might have been Austria. I don't know if that's the correct answer or not.
Yeah.
But it was a gorgeous pass, and the thing is, it's so like
rare.
It's so rare nowadays because the car is so big.
Too big.
They're too big. And like if you put a F1 car from nowadays to, let's say, the prime Fernando Alonso era, or even
That didn't last long.
I just like how every time you need like an example from like the early 2000s, you're like, let's go to Fernando Alonso.
I have to. I'm a Fernando Alonso fan. If I said
that's
early
the only early 2000s driver you care about. Like,
Not like Michael Schumacher.
not saying
5
there's anything wrong with it.
championships.
I just think it's funny. Anyways,
It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, so yeah, if you go back even further than the early 2000s, like you go back in the 70s or like even the like the 80s or 90s or something like that.
Back in the day,
These cars are a lot smaller and probably a lot lighter, which will make them go a lot faster. Now, of course,
light car go fast.
they didn't have the engines that we do nowadays,
or
but
as much safety too.
True
Yeah, I was
fact.
gonna say that.
True fact.
Yeah, that's
Halo.
yeah.
that's
Truth nuke.
that's the problem is that you have
people were
to.
dying all the time back
That's
then.
the problem. You can't make it as light as it was back in the day because you got to have all the safety
Well,
stuff.
yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
higher.
I'm not saying making it
Just make
like,
them smaller. I don't
just-
care about
just-
being lighter. Just make them smaller.
like I get it. They
with
want to
more
put the
drag.
biggest engine. They can go the fastest. But if you
Well, it
add
doesn't really
more
matter
weight,
about engines. It's more like the manufacturers want like for their production cars. That's why they're doing like 50-50 split now because it's more hybrid.
I mean, true, but still, I feel like if you try to make them shorter, and I honestly, I think that that's what they're trying to do next year with
Which is dumb.
I mean, I would like to see how it works.
Yeah.
Because
but-
if they're going in the step in the right direction, they might begin to evolve it into a shorter car where
True.
they've
They're making
gone
the wrong
to
thing shorter.
right, and
You
it's
know
like
what I mean.
They're making the race length shorter instead of the
Yeah.
car, which is what it should be.
I mean, like I think the race length as is right now, I think it's good there. I think it's at like
Yeah.
a 75-kilometer race.
Yeah.
Something like that.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a 75
Yeah.
kilometer or longer, something like that, for each race. But still, these races can go, like I said, hour and a half. But if you can make them more entertaining,
Yeah.
like if you have a shorter race, but the car is the same,
Yeah.
you're gonna have the same boring race
Yeah, just shorter.
in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
If you have smaller cars, you're gonna on the same length of the track, the
Yeah.
same race length.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
A much
you're gonna have
fun
more
race to
exciting
watch.
race
Yeah.
and more of it.
Yeah.
Because
you know it could
they
fix-
think
Go
they
ahead,
think
AJ.
that young people just don't want to watch a long race, but it's just we don't want to watch a boring race.
Right.
Where
and
So they're
nothing's
like,
happening.
oh, let's
I mean,
make a
even
short
old people
race.
say
and it's
that.
like
Yeah,
it's
for
like
real.
it's like how many times have you seen in the past 2 or 3 years where the pole sitter won the race?
Yeah.
A lot.
It happens all too often.
happens in
Not
this
to
race.
not to mention
Right.
another sport, but it's like whenever the NBA like started like focusing on highlights more because they were like, oh, people just don't want to watch an actual like long NBA game. Where it's
Yeah,
like, that's
didn't-
not what it means. Like
No.
you're just dumb and you don't know what young people want.
No, and it's like
Because
it's
all of them are old. And
Yeah,
don't
didn't
know.
Adam Silver say that?
Yeah, like the commissioner for the NBA said
Yeah.
that they were focusing on highlights more because people don't want to watch an NBA game, which is not what it is.
I
And
mean,
it's the same thing.
if people like the sport, they like the sport.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this is okay. I'm actually not going to go there because I feel like this is a show that you're trying to bring in people. You want to
Yeah.
grow the sport.
Here,
And-
let me
and-
say
and-
this.
Grow the game.
People will watch football because it's an exciting product that you can watch for 2-3 hours. Like it's
2
still
3 hours.
how long are football
Football
games?
games are like 4 hours. Are they
Yeah,
not?
I mean, depending upon like.
Yeah, but people are
Yeah.
engaged for the entire time because there's something happening. But if you're in an F1 race, you're watching people basically just doing laps because there's no overtaking chances.
Yeah.
I know exactly how you can fix this. Both solutions here of making the cars lighter, possibly not as wide, and making it more exciting for the race.
Fix it, Felix over here, man.
Fix it, Felix.
You just reduce the size of the fuel
Yeah,
and
that's
make
really all
them
you gotta do.
refuel. Like
Right, but you run the risk of what happened to Jos Verstappen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Genuinely.
that was
Yeah.
like 20 years ago. I feel like there's so much better technology for that now. Like,
But you can
if
never,
you're-
you can
Yeah.
never. The only way that you can make those chances go to zero is if you don't refuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
That's it.
it leads to less chances of something exciting happening. Because if you watch a sport like NASCAR and IndyCar, like there's times where people have to go to pit stops just for fuel runs, and that can be impressive and exciting to watch because sometimes you see, oh, are they going to be able to make it to the end with the small amount of fuel that they have? Like fuel economy runs are something that can happen.
So, wait, what you're saying? hold on. I'm trying to wrap my head. I'm trying to grasp what you're trying to say. What you're trying to say is some more pit stops equal to more entertainment.
Yes, because there's more strategy that's involved when it comes to
Okay.
fuel consumption.
Okay, I can see that somewhat. I can see that because if you have like one pit stop per race, I can see that actually. It's actually not that far, like not that bad of a take, I think, because
The only thing they'd have to change is that making sure that you don't have to change tires every pit stop so that you can have fuel only stops. Like that would make things a lot more interesting as well because you could have 2 stops of tires and then 1 stop of fuel only.
Right, but I feel like all that nowadays for F1 is, it's decided before the race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then they still have to like lift and coast for fuel saving.
Well,
So
yeah,
they're
and
still
they're
having to
also
save
charging
fuel.
their batteries too.
That
Yeah.
too.
So
Hashtag hybrid.
it's I don't know. It's a very ticky tacky kind of thing.
Nuanced take.
Where
Yeah.
but I mean I
mean-
can see where you're coming from, Blake, but I just think when it comes to the safety aspect of it is I think the only thing like okay, what happened to Jos Verstappen, I don't think anyone was hurt by that. It was a big flare up of gas. He if anyone doesn't know what happened, basically he was going in for a fuel run. His gas tank guy
The fueler.
the
fueler.
the fueler dislodged the thing too early, like the
Yeah.
tank too early,
And so
and
gas came
gasoline
out.
came out and basically splashed all over his car, all over him,
Yeah.
and then something a spark
Yeah.
somehow occurred
It was probably
somewhere.
like from the engine because he was trying to like get started and go
Right.
out of the pit, and so
And-
like the sparks from his engine.
Yeah, a
ignited
spark
the
in his
gas.
engine ignited the gasoline and just poof.
Yeah.
And it was really, really dramatic on TV. I don't think anyone got hurt.
No.
Thankfully, no one got hurt.
At least not
I don't think
anything
it was
major.
because it was in the F1 intro in 2020. It was
Yeah.
like in the background, so
Yeah.
I would hope that they wouldn't put that clip in
Right,
the intro
right.
if somebody got
Right.
like horrendously
You know,
injured.
But like someone like I just think I don't want anything like that to happen
Yeah.
again. Like honestly, it's
I would
not
rather we like prioritize safety
correct.
first and then figure out how to make the races. Like,
I would. That's
By the
I-
way, that happened in 1994. So just for
Yeah.
context.
I mean, yeah, but still, the thing is, I think the only way to prevent that happening in the future is if you just don't have fuel.
Yeah.
Like
nobody likes watching. Nobody likes watching a race and wondering if like that person who crashed just died. Like,
Right.
Because
Okay.
I remember watching Bahrain. I think it was Bahrain 2020 when Romain Grosjean crashed.
Grosjean, yeah.
I watched that live. That's seriously like the scary.
It's-
Like I
it's-
remember that so vividly because I was so scared.
Yeah.
Like I was.
Okay,
Like,
I have
and
a-
then they had to restart. I've never been more scared for people I don't know in my life.
No, I
like,
mean-
I don't ever want to watch anything like that ever again.
That's the thing about F1 that I personally like a lot. It's when something like that happens, everyone stops. Genuinely, everyone stops. Like the really, really tough rivalry between like Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, that instantly goes away in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Because it's now not a question of who's going to win the race, who's faster on this back straight. Is this guy gonna live or
Yeah.
is this guy gonna die?
Yeah.
It's something that happens that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things in this sport that things are going at over 200 miles an hour. This is one of those bad. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the words in my head, but
Harrowing,
no, it's one of those cruel realities of the sport that you run the risk of this every time you go in that cockpit.
You sign up for it every time.
You sign up for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's traumatizing actually.
Yeah.
And I remember one race, it was Australia, 2024, I believe. It was the one where George Russell had that really, it was the one that Fernando Alonso got that penalty for, which I still don't believe he should have gotten penalized for. He like,
oh yeah.
It was like the one where he went off and like,
yeah.
And I was like, you're going into a chicane.
Yeah.
You're gonna let up.
Yeah.
And then he flipped.
Yeah.
And then he got into like a weird spin, and then
and he was like fully across the track, and it was around a blind turn.
Yeah, and he learned that Lance Stroll was right behind him. He was like red flag, red flag, red flag. No.
Yeah.
That people were coming.
And he's and as he should, honestly, because that's a really scary position to be in, and I still remember that. I'm like,
Lance Stroll.
and I thought. I didn't think I didn't think George was gonna come out unscathed, but turns out he did, and that's something that very, very fortunate happened, because I don't want to see George Russell. I mean, I don't want him to win the world championship. I don't want the guy to die. It's like it's one of those things where that's one thing that I like about F1. It's one of those harrowing things where you see something go up in flames, and of course it's good for the highlight reel of this is something that we deal with, the shock value of it all. Like, it's great for the after effect, but
in the moment
you're
not
like,
fun
no,
all.
it's not. And that's the reason why personally I don't want to see the refueling in the thing. But I understand your point, Blake, earlier about having it be in there, and how NASCAR does it, where there are fuel economy runs, and it makes sense to a certain extent. But my point of view is, it's a safety factor for me, and I don't want to see people go up in flames like Jos Verstappen did, and have the risk of it being somewhat worse.
Here, let me bring something else into this. The World Endurance Championship is sanctioned by the FIA, so they have a standardized system for fueling and refueling. If the FIA was able to say, here, F1 teams, here's the system that we use in this series, you can use it. You will use it for your Formula One cars. I think that would help, especially because of the fact that they already have this system that they use for this other series, which has already been tested. They've used it for how many years now? So,
but how different is the World Endurance Racing to F1?
Not really. That's not really the thing. That's not really like.
It's so different.
It's not. The series is not the issue. It's more of the fact that it's the same system, so you can just transfer that over.
Right. But it's like, I don't know. It's like saying
I feel like it'd be pretty easily
transferring
compatible.
The same way you farm lemons to carrots. It's like if you use the same system, just plant trees down and you'll get carrots. No, you plant those things in the ground. Lemons grow on trees.
I mean, it's the same car.
No, it's not. No. No.
They're both
in his
okay.
IndyCar.
Okay, wait. You're the one that really likes to watch World Endurance Racing, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there is. There is a massive difference between an endurance car and an F1 car. I'm sorry.
The cars are different, but at its
just said they were the same.
There is a difference between the AMR 24 and the Camaro that they ran during Le Mans. There is a huge difference there.
And
saying that they're the same car.
Baby carriage.
It's I don't know.
I'm saying
I'm gonna disagree with that.
I'm saying they're inherently similar in terms of the way
they have
that
four wheels and they drive.
Yeah.
And they concern. So what's your point?
My point is that it's possible for them to just sort of bring the system over, make sure it's still accessible for the F1 teams. Also, another thing, you can commercialize the fact that they're going carbon zero with the whole net zero carbon. The best way to do that, show off the sustainable fuels that they're going to be using.
So all in all,
not
Cars 2 reference.
because what?
Tomater, we need your spice cubes. You gotta get over here.
Yeah, because what? Mobil One's the fueler. We don't even know who supplies fuel. That's a perfect sponsorship opportunity for.
I think it's Armco.
I think it is.
No, I don't think there is one because there's multiple oil companies that sponsor.
Well, oil is different than gas.
It says they
well-
don't use a single brand. It just depends.
Yeah,
Does it
because
depend upon the team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ferrari's got Shell,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aston's got Aramco,
Aramco.
Mercedes.
Mercedes is Petronas.
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 Yeah,
And then
like that's a
ExxonMobil is Red Bull.
Yeah.
yeah. So they already have the fueler. Like if you can,
Right,
if
Well, yeah,
you can,
they need fuel for the cars.
But
exactly. Like
But,
if
like,
you can
okay.
advertise those sponsors, that would
If
be
anything,
something.
Don't
it
they
would be
already-
so much harder to go to. Sorry, I
No, go on,
interrupted you,
go on.
but it would be so much harder to go to one fueler now that like if multiple teams have multiple, nobody's
already
gonna want to
do.
give up their sponsors.
Yeah, yeah, and that's
But like to go into one, like you're saying, nobody's gonna want to do that because the sponsors who are already in there, if they're not the one who gets picked to be the big.
well,
one
think
for
about the tire
everybody-
wars.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you had what? It was between No, it wasn't Firestone. It was
Michelin.
Michelin and Bridgestone.
Bridgestone, yeah.
I mean, you had teams going, in different ways, and of course, I mean, each team is, they had their own choice back then. I mean, now they don't, but back then they did. But I mean, you had a race where it was genuinely dangerous for them to run the Michelin tires or one of them
Yeah.
tires. I mean, it's I don't know. It's if you go to, but at the same time, with the tire wars, I guess you had a little bit more advertising.
Yeah.
For the teams.
Competition's good.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, I feel like if you have more competition for the gas, the fuelers and whatnot, it'll put more companies out of money because it's less business for them. Because I mean, like okay,
I mean, they're not.
I'm not promoting
having
the
a
tire
different-
wars right now because that I thought was a huge farce that shouldn't have happened. But still, the economic outcomes of that were good for both Bridgestone and Michelin. I almost said Bridgeport, but that's a city in West Virginia. But I mean, but still, you have all these different companies that are sponsoring teams in F1. Like we were saying, ExxonMobil, Shell, Aramco, Petronas, all that kind of stuff. If you switch to just one fueler, then
I mean, you don't even-
that's going to take so much advertising money from all these other companies.
Yeah, I don't think they should have one. They should just have the fuelers that already sponsor these teams just provide fuel and then let them advertise it throughout the race.
But don't they do that already?
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
but
Mercedes,
it's an extra opportunity.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because
I
if
see.
you
All right.
have the cars coming in, like if you or listen to like a NASCAR pit stop,
Commentators
they,
are so annoying about that.
they say
comes the Mercedes
4
for
tires of
this
4 Goodyear tires and
race.
Sunoco fuel. Every time that they mention tires and fuel, they're naming the sponsors.
Yeah, because they're probably obligated to do that by
they have
Exactly.
contract.
to.
Like they can do that exact same thing with F1. So they got 4 tires and Petronas fuel. Like, and a splash of Petronas fuel. Like, something along that lines.
And a splash of orange juice.
Yeah.
I mean, Mercedes is literally called Mercedes Petronas.
Exactly.
That is, I mean, yeah.
So like,
It's
do
not
they
out of
need
the
more?
Yeah.
Ex-
Let's not give companies
if
anymore.
in
I
the
thought
realm of
Petronas was a
advertising,
Harry
you
Potter
can never
spell.
have too much exposure.
It is.
I don't know anything about
You
Harry
get
Potter.
me.
And money talks. So if
Oh, yeah.
We know.
advertisers,
Dr. Opp doesn't let us forget that.
Yeah.
What makes the world go round?
Not love.
money,
Not
not
love.
love.
I wish it was
Love
love.
or money. It's money.
Yeah.
Any incoming students taking Media 101, it's always money.
Always money.
If she
Yeah.
ever asks you that question,
When
do
I say
not
let's go, you
love.
say.
Mountaineers. Why was I the only one who did that, guys?
Because.
I don't entertain
We
Blake.
went on such a tangent from the sprint calendar
Yeah.
schedule. Here, can I?
I mean, we filled up time, which was
yeah.
good. It was,
Let me-
it was a good conversation too, honestly.
Yeah, let me give a proposition for how sprint calendar should work. So you have free,
Remove it.
Amen.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody
Well,
got time for that.
W. Ain't nobody got
I think
time
they
for
should
that.
modify it because I believe this is what they did originally. They had free practice 1 on Thursday. Friday you have sprint qualifying,
Thursday.
regular sprint
They- I don't
qualifying.
think they did anything
I
on
okay.
Thursday.
Wait, sorry. Are you done? Can I interrupt you?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh.
I think you should just
I have a
interrupt
point
anyway.
after whenever you're
Yeah.
done.
Okay.
Free practice 1 on Thursday. You could do free practice 2 on Friday. Sprint qualifying on Friday as well. Saturday is the sprint race, and then the order of the sprint race is the lineup for the Grand Prix. So instead of having 2 separate
not-
qualifying
yeah.
sessions,
I mean, isn't
You
that how
just-
they used to do it?
yeah, just go back to that because then the outcome of the race on Saturday affects the outcome of the starting
Right.
position of the race on Sunday.
They also never had practice on Thursdays.
Yeah,
They had it on Fridays
I
and
think
Saturdays.
that sorry, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
talking to the mic. I think that one of the reasons that sprints don't do well is because they want all these young people to watch, but also making it so that there's so much important stuff on Fridays whenever these young
Yeah.
people that you want to watch are in work or school. It's dumb. So I feel like having practice on Thursday
Well, I mean,
would have a
and
similar,
they're trying to get more people. That's just selling more tickets for
Yeah.
another day.
yeah.
So more
Welcome to
money.
But
capitalism.
I think
Yeah.
that if they want more people to watch, if they want more young people to watch, they gotta if they're gonna change what days things are on, make it later on Fridays if they can, even though the time zones are weird and stuff, or put it all on the weekend. Because I feel like them having so many things during the week whenever these people are at work or school is making it so that they don't watch, and then they're like, oh, why are you guys not watching?
I mean, it's more
I, mean,
just
I feel like you're going to run the risk of that having a worldwide
yeah.
championship, because I mean
True.
a Thursday free practice 1 in Japan
Yeah.
is going to be a different time
Yeah.
than a free practice Thursday sprint race in Silverstone.
Yeah.
For a viewer in the US, it's it's going to be drastically different regardless of what day it is. If it's
Yeah.
a Thursday or a Friday, it doesn't exactly matter.
Yeah.
I like the point about having the result of the sprint race being the qualifying for the race. I like that a lot, because
that
then
too.
it makes the sprint matter.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, right now, the only reason why the sprint exists is because, well, one, the semantics, all that kind of stuff, but it gives extra points for the drivers. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's another opportunity for the bigger teams to get bigger points.
Yeah.
there's no real
It's the rich get richer.
there's no stakes.
But if you make the sprint race, if you make that matter, then more people are going to watch it, because it will actually influence the race. I feel like if you have it influence the genuine thing that you're trying to advertise, it'll make people more watch it more, because it means more.
Yeah.
SEC. It just means more.
You gotta have value in what you're showing, and if you
Right.
don't have as much value, people are gonna tune it out.
Right. If it doesn't matter, then why are you watching it? The only thing that matters is qualifying and the race. If you have a more exciting qualifying, people are going to watch it.
True.
100%.
Truth,
People are going to watch it. And I feel like if you have this, personally, I don't like this format of where you have qualifying and then a sprint qualifying. Like I said, like Blake said, I feel like I actually agree with you. If you make the race,
That's a first.
I know, right? No, I mean, hey, we're still Team Michael Schumacher.
Yeah.
Girl, shut up.
Let's go.
Get out.
Shoo me.
Get out.
Shoe me. Throw a shoe at me.
Anyway, back
But
to you, Andy.
Okay. Don't have to ask me twice. No.
U.S.
But I mean, yeah, I like that point a lot. If you put the sprint race on a Thursday and have that be qualifying, well, I mean, the sprint race already is on a Thursday. That would provide more a time slot for a second free practice, which of course I know a lot of people don't watch, and if they do have it, I feel like a lot of people will have it on in the background to consume F1 in the background and just sort of peer in and be like, oh yeah, Fernando Alonso won P1, great job. Because
What kind of
ultimately,
fantasy
There we
world
go.
are you
Never
in?
happened.
ultimately, well, no, I'm saying P1 in practice, because that has happened.
Oh yeah,
That has
I
happened.
guess.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter.
we'll
so
give you
nobody
that.
cares.
Because I mean, as much as I want to grow the sport of F1, because I personally I love it, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing this podcast.
Yes.
The reason why we're all here, we're growing the sport, we're teaching people about the sport. That's why we're here. But ultimately, the reality of it is free practice is boring. You're not gonna be like, the only free practice I feel like I'm genuinely hyped for is the first one.
That and testing.
Yeah, and
That
that's because
and testing.
I'm hyped for free practice. First weekend of the season, whenever it's back, I'm like, oh my god, F1's back.
Right,
Let's
right,
watch
and
free
then-
practice. And then after that, I'm like, who cares?
Right.
Consume
No.
the content.
Right.
Yeah.
It's consuming content that you haven't consumed in a long
Yeah.
time. Are you drawing skulls or
Yeah,
like
the
bones on your
bone-
hands?
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy
Oh, yeah.
Halloween.
We're in
yeah.
spooky season.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
I was trying to draw with this pen because it's in my hand, but I don't have any paper, so I have to draw.
I could have given you paper. Like
Well, I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh,
We're
okay,
in
fair
the
enough.
middle of a
But
thing.
still,
All right, here's something else they should not do,
Yeah.
which is eliminate any free practice sessions. I mean, they technically did that for the sprint weekend.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't get rid of them entirely.
And I mean, I understand the point of it. like the team needs it, and I'm not
Yeah.
saying don't completely axe free practice, but when it comes to people watching F1, they're not going to come for free practice. Like, they're going to come for the race, and if you make something else more important, then you're going to have more viewership for more of the weekend, because ultimately
Truth nuke.
FP1, FP2, FP3, they really don't matter when it comes to the race. Of course, it gives you data, but it won't. It won't give you any more insight.
It matters for the people who are actually working for the team.
Right.
Not really
It
for
gives
any
more data for
viewers.
those, not for the common viewer.
Yeah.
The common viewer
Man.
the common viewer is going to watch qualifying to figure out who's going to start tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then they're going to watch the race, obviously, because that's the main reason why they're there. But if you make the qualifying the sprint race, it'll be a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, that's some to the FIA if you're listening.
Yeah.
If you're listening to,
We're all journalism and marketing kind of majors. Not really.
I mean, hey,
I feel like you go over a little marketing in journalism school.
And
You have to
PR.
you have to take
Yeah,
one
PR.
marketing class.
Yeah, you have
dabble.
to take a marketing class.
we dabble.
Yeah, we dabble.
I took a marketing class last semester. It was
Yeah.
it was good. I think I finished with a B. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, FIA, if you're listening, you're welcome, bro.
We're giving you free ideas
Yeah,
here.
we're giving you free ideas.
Mind
You
you,
better be
this
taking
is out of the goodness of our own heart. We love F1.
Exactly.
We want to grow the game here. This is what we
Grow
want to
the
see,
game.
baby.
Lady.
But yeah, so the United States Grand Prix is next weekend?
Yes.
Yes. The 17th to the 19th of October of the year of our Lord 2025.
20
What
out
a year it's
25.
been.
So
Certainly a year.
yes, certainly has been a year. We want to do you guys have anything else you want to talk about? Because we talked about
He's done that like 3 times.
he's got Cece's got a mic. You don't have to
You
shove
have
the
2
mic in
mics
her-
now.
Okay.
Cece, you've said like nothing this episode.
I don't know what to say.
You're the Lance Stroll guy.
I'm just
girl.
here to
Cece,
rage
what's your thoughts on the current
Yes, Cece's here to
socioeconomic
rage
climate
bait.
of America?
We're not
don't
gonna
need to
we're not gonna talk about that.
Whoa.
Because
Whoa.
remember back when I said we're not gonna talk about politics?
Yeah.
This is a politic-free zone. We talk wheel and we like to watch people from around the world drive around circuits at 200
Cook.
miles an hour.
The only
Cook.
politics we talk about are the ones inside the F1 teams.
True.
Cook.
True. The
We
only
hate Helmut Marko in this household.
Cook. Cook.
This man is Gordon Ramsay over here. Well, if
It's raw.
it's roll.
It's raw.
Anyway,
Anyway, so I think that's all we have, really. I mean, the TLDR of this, McLaren gets the Constructors' Championship. Woo. The Max Verstappen is not out of the race yet, literally and figuratively, and it is not a papaya fight right now. And for some reason, Lewis Hamilton is beefing with Fernando Alonso about
because Fernando messed
20
with
years.
his son.
Fernando.
His son Isaac
You're good.
Hadjar.
Fernando is going through a relapse of what happened at McLaren Honda.
Yeah.
Bro is just
Yeah,
yelling.
get
on,
over it.
Bro is yelling on the radio like
was
he
yelling,
Oh my
does
God.
not
yelling
wanna
to
be there.
nobody.
He said, "I
He
will."
doesn't have to be here, man.
Yeah,
He's
he-
old.
Yeah.
He said, "I will unplug the radio for the rest of the race."
Yeah, because the
Dude is
Aston Martin
depressed.
radio guy was telling him after every start of every lap, he was like, lap 36, lap 37. And I feel like if you're going through that and you just
Bro's
have a
40
guy,
years old and can't
guy's
count.
40 years old and you have a guy in your ear saying, lap 38, lap 39, lap 40. I would
When you have a
I would get
21-year-old
kind of-
behind
yeah.
you. Like,
I would like micromanaging me throughout while I'm going at 200 miles an hour in a rocket ship,
and there's-
trying
and
not
there's
to
kids who are
die.
20 years younger
Dude
than
just
me
needs to be
behind
more
me.
like Kimi Räikkönen. Just be like, just leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. Just like,
I
yes,
mean,
yes. I'm doing
that-
all the things all the
That's
time.
what he did. He basically said, if you keep telling me, all that throughout the entire race, I'm gonna unplug the radio. And he's done that in the past, honestly.
Yeah.
With McLaren Honda. I mean, that's just Fernando Alonso being Fernando Alonso. It's like saying Max Verstappen doesn't swear. Well, whoop-de-doo. Spoiler alert, he does.
Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. So we're just, we're just now. Sorry. Sorry. My inner Georgia Bulldog. My bad.
You're a Georgia fan?
No.
Good.
No.
Good.
Just lying.
No, I'm an Alabama fan. Roll Tide. And
You got that dog in you.
Yeah. I'm also a South Carolina fan as well. 'Cause,
My cousin.
What?
There.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I've been there.
What
out-
are you?
shout out my
do you
cousin.
like
Shout out-
Georgia, Alabama for like one sport, and then
No.
South Carolina for another?
No, I like all the sports from South Carolina and Alabama because both my cousins went there.
You're a fan of the Cox.
Is that allowed?
I don't think that's allowed.
That's
Dang
referring
it.
to Gamecocks, the
The South
bird,
Carolina.
the mascot of South Carolina
Right,
University.
but there was a word there that you forgot to say.
You forgot half the word. That's a compound word. And
You forgot-
compound words are two words put together.
You forgot.
it's
you know,
apostrophe.
You forgot the game in that word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a fan of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Not what you said.
You forgot to make the compound word a compound word.
Fine, we can cut that out.
Well, I'm gonna blur that out, but
Yeah.
yes, I am a
All
fan
right.
of the Alabama Crimson Tide
Yeah.
and the South Carolina Gamecocks.
And,
then-
of course, the West Virginia Mountaineers.
Well, yes, the West Virginia Mountaineers, the
Absolutely.
Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, because I'm wearing a hat right
Yeah,
now.
you are.
I love them.
and
then,
don't forget the West Virginia Black Bears.
Hey, there you go.
Draft League champions.
Draft League champions 2025. Don't forget it. Four championships in like 10 years or something like that.
Oh.
And then wherever my sister wants to go. She's currently a senior in high school. She has yet to pick a school.
W.
Even if it's even if it's not D1, I'm gonna be the first to buy a T-shirt or a hat wherever she decides to go.
What if
Regard-
it's Pitt?
Oh.
She has told me she is not going to go to Pitt.
All right, good.
I
That's-
almost went to Pitt.
Because
What about Virginia Tech?
I would buy a VT hat. I hate Pitt more than I do VT.
have
It's
friends
not
in
it's not
VT.
it's not that I don't hate VT. I don't like VT, but you know,
Right.
Enter Sandman would be kind of cool to experience.
True
I'd,
I would agree.
I honestly I would go and pay for a ticket to a
And then
VT
leave.
game and then leave
Leave
after Enter
after,
Sandman. Honestly, because I mean VT's bad. I mean
Yeah.
like
They're not good.
Like I'm not gonna watch the football. No, I'm gonna go for Enter Sandman and then leave. I mean like honestly, you can experience a West Virginia game for free. You can go to the blue lot and,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
leave. Honestly,
That's what my mom
But-
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out-
She sits in the
shout
blue
out
at the
Blue
whole
Lot.
game.
Yeah.
or on select games, you could listen to some football games right here on U92 The News. There you go.
Shout out
Plug.
Quinn and Nico.
Quinn and Nico does a phenomenal job, and a lot of people before that. Tanner Enter did a great job. Tanner Mounts did a great job with those football games. We worked very hard to get those games, and we like to do those every now and then when athletics allows us to, because there's not much room up there, and they want
Yeah.
to put the very best out there, and they're trusting us. So definitely very
W.
very very happy about that. But regardless,
Yeah.
other colleges aside, that is gonna do it for this episode of Hit to Podium. This was been number 24, episode 24 of this podcast. I want to thank you everyone for listening and being with us all year long. We've actually had a pretty good upload schedule. So going in on a weekly show, and we're going to continue to try to get you an episode every week, and it's not going to be any different next week. It might be different, later on when breaks start to get longer, but now we've got fall break just around the corner. We had to wait until like 7 o'clock to actually record this, but
It's now 8:07
it is now 8:07 p.m. But we want to thank you so much for listening, and make sure to tune in next week when we talk about the United States Grand Prix at the Circuit of Americas. But until then, from AJ, Cece, Blake, and myself, Andrew Harlow, thank you so much for listening. And this has been episode 24 of the Hit the Podium podcast.
Hey.
See ya!
Bye.